Yeah, Bill, you're live on the pod. Bill.
Yeah. Live from work. I'm not going to say where I work. If the managers are watching, I'm fucked.
Hey guys, and welcome to the Touchline Podcast, episode 25, a State of Origin edition, boys, today. As you guys can see, Bill's not here with us today, so we've broken into his garage.
Because he's currently at work.
Yeah,
that's
he's
why.
at work now. Finishes at 9 o'clock. So he's allowed us to use his garage and to get this podcast a day earlier. Actually, we usually record on Wednesday, but of course, with Origin happening that night, we've pushed a day behind and posting it tomorrow. So, how have you been, Anthony?
Yeah, I've been well, man. How about you?
Yeah, good. Thanks.
Yeah.
Uni, not doing much.
Yeah, I know, the same
routine,
old
man.
work.
Winter
it hasn't
now,
changed,
you can't do
yeah.
anything a lot.
And you know
can't
what? The weather changes, it just starts slowing down a bit.
Yeah,
And
slow
I
tide.
think everyone starts travelling now from
Yeah.
May to
Right, overseas
August
and
and
all
that.
that. Yeah, exactly.
So that's why we're all stuck here now
Yeah,
at
exactly.
the moment.
Yeah.
But I'm due for another
But
holiday.
we've got the
in the spa and that.
Maybe.
we've got the podcast now keeping
Yeah,
us
I
active. So
Let's get underway.
We'll get underway. We're going to quickly go through the round 13 matches and also go through our round 14 tips before we move on to our Origin talk.
Yeah.
So Anthony, you got the matches, so we'll start going through them.
Okay, so we got Thursday. Dolphins defeated 26-12 against Dragons.
Yeah.
So I didn't watch that game.
I watched that match.
I watched a bit.
how-
To be honest, Dragons, it wasn't a bad
Yeah.
performance from them.
Yeah.
It was a decent fight. They took the lead.
Yeah.
But Dolphins slowly, they got back into the game. They were leading something like 16, 18-6.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what can you expect from Dragons? Now it's just playing for pride.
Yeah, for
Look,
sure.
they've improved ever since what's his name left? The Drag
Griffin.
Anthony Griffin left. Yeah, so they've improving. They beat the Roosters, put up a fight against the Dolphins. But again, Dolphins proved to be too good, especially Wayne Bennett, their coach. They got the class and they're winning a lot of games. So that's what's building their momentum and that's what got them the win. But speaking about Dragons, we'll quickly talk about Jason Rolls.
Jason, I just saw that.
Joining, he's going to sign a 4-year deal with them.
Yeah, so he's going to sign a big contract, 4 years, to become the Dragons coach.
Massive risk.
That's maybe.
Because
Maybe.
I think
It could be.
the situation they're in, Dragons, they need
Yeah.
a really experienced coach.
Yeah, because since now they sacked
Yeah.
Anthony Griffin.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like I said last week on the pod.
Who was an experienced coach. So imagine
Yeah.
what will happen with a less experienced
But
coach.
he's a former Dragons player, but
which
he
has the DNA.
has the DNA.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's why they sacked Anthony Griffin, because
Yeah.
they want a new manager system. They need new how can I tell you, new staff,
New
so,
system
so
too.
they can help out the juniors and the seniors, so they can to get back on top the way it should be. Because currently now in their situation, they're in the bottom of the ladder right now.
Do you rate the signing of Jason Rolls to Dragons?
You think it's decent?
I think it's 50-50.
50-50?
50-50.
Yeah.
I reckon I agree with you.
Because at this time right now, like during the season, they're still going to be up and down.
Yeah, I agree with
they're still in the 17th spot.
Even when we signed Serrata, I said 50-50 because you don't know what we're going
It
to
could
get
go either
from him.
way.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're 17th spot, as you said, and I think they're going to stay there, I think, for majority of the season. And I think
they will.
might pick up the spoon.
Because they're still struggling at the
They're
same
struggling.
time.
Yeah. When you start a season like that, it's going to be very hard to
Yeah.
turn around, especially now we're around.
Since everything happened with the coach that's got sacked.
Now
and
we're around 14, so...
Yeah. And it's midway through the season
Exactly,
now.
yeah.
So it's hard to go back on the top 8.
Yeah.
But
From
it
it's
could
very
happen. It
close
could
to that.
change. But if their situation right now is like bad, I think they're going to
ladder's
stay the
very
same.
close right now.
It is very close.
Very
Very
close.
close.
It is.
When you look at it, 1st to 7th is 16, 18 points.
Yeah.
Then you got 8th to like something around 13 where they're 14, 16.
Yeah,
So it's very close.
It's so tight,
very
this
close.
competition
But
right
yeah,
now. This year is actually very, very different.
Dolphins keep on
compared to the other years.
Yeah, it's
the other years was too easy for Penrith. Penrith, they were too
Like
easy
at this stage, top 8 would be like 4 points clear. So
Absolutely, yeah.
Dolphins looking good again.
Yeah, they
top
are.
7 now.
Anthony Milford returned.
He
and
played
he got
very
a
good.
try as well.
Yeah.
Played very good.
Sarko is looking. He's been very
he's
good this
starting
year.
to
Probably
come
their
back
best
stronger.
player this
Marshall
year.
King again stepping
Yeah.
up. So it was a much needed win for Dolphins. These wins are just putting them closer and closer to secure top 8 as the season unfolds. So
Absolutely,
great
man.
win for the
There's
Dolphins.
still 16 games left, so anything can
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, I know.
They could
It's
go
just
on a
crazy.
terrible form in the next 5
very
weeks. You
It's
never
like
know.
literally crazy because, like, as I was saying it, because the last few years during the season, like, it's always like easy defeats.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But now it's just a hard competition.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to see who's going to be going
upsets.
into the finals, who's going to make it to grand final, semi-finals.
There's going to be like 2-3 teams that are going to be. You would not expect them to go to top 8, which is good. Hopefully, Dog is one of them. So
I hope so. I hope so. It has to.
Yeah, good win for Dolphins.
Good win for Dolphins.
Dragons.
Yeah. So
what can we expect from them?
Exactly. So the next game, Parramatta defeated Cowboys 24-16. I actually watched this game. That was like
I didn't watch that game. Before you talk about the game, I think I was editing TikTok a bit for our podcast. I literally went on the score. I said, easy. Parramatta's going to be 24-0 up against a weak Cowboys side. Cotter, then no Cotter, no Valentine Holmes. So many players out for Origin duties.
No Taulagi.
And when I saw the score, it was 6-6. So I was quite surprised.
It was a tight
Cowboys
game.
will still win it, yeah.
But there was a couple of calls that Sevo didn't get his way.
Sevo?
Yeah. He was burning at the same time. But he got his shot.
Russell had a few chances, but
he
got
did.
disallowed.
Yeah, but then he got it back in.
Because I watched a bit of the game and I saw it was non-stop. Down that field, the other field. Down.
It was up and down, up and down.
It was like a weird game.
Anthony, I know Para won, but who was the better team that day? That game?
I don't know. That was tough.
Was it very close?
It was close.
Yeah, I think it was because
they always put a bang. They always put a bang.
It looked
on
like it was a tough game.
Who?
Like that game, Para and Cowboys.
Yeah,
it was a
they
tough
always
game.
put a game. They always put a show on it, but it was. They got the easy win, Parramatta.
Yeah, I think it was written in the stars that Para were going to win, of course, especially after Cowboys. What's it called? They got smashed against the Tigers. But Cowboys, if they had Holmes, Taulagi, Cotter, could have been a different story. Don't forget, Eels had their whole team. So in a way, Eels probably feel a bit, might be a bit harsh on themselves because they know
they currently have the best attack in the comp.
Apparently they do. Yeah,
very impressive.
Well, the record right now, they actually do have the best attack.
300 and something. So
that's crazy.
Did you guys see that try-saving tackle from Dylan Brown?
Yeah, I saw that. That was crazy.
That was crazy.
I got
close to the try line.
Got tackle of the week.
Yeah,
Dylan Brown.
I saw that.
Tackle of the week.
But it's good. Not good for Eels to be winning. We got them in 2 weeks, so hopefully we can shut their mouths up.
Hopefully the next
and put them back to where they belong.
Oh, for sure, man.
Yeah, next game.
Brisbane defeated Warriors 26-22. I actually watched this game.
I watched it too.
This was like the most shocking
game of the week.
Yeah, it's got to be the most shocking game of the week.
Yeah.
The Warriors were down, super down.
Yeah.
I knew Broncos were playing so good.
They were 26-10 the last 10 minutes or something.
I think it was something like that. But Broncos, they controlled the whole game, the whole time.
Yeah.
So I think it was they were controlling the whole game about 60 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
But I think the last 20 minutes, that's when I knew Warriors started to come back.
Yeah.
The tries after tries after tries. But then Dallin was Lesniak. I missed that bloke anyways.
He was good for that.
Yeah, but he had a few calls that didn't go his way. Yeah. Apparently there was a forward pass or something, and they disallowed it, but he got a try in.
They scored 3 tries. So they scored.
He had 2 tries.
Yeah.
And then who else got it in? Marcel Montoya as well.
All the doggies players.
And Charles
Nickel-Klokstad.
He played really
had
good
a very
too.
good
Warriors
game.
scored 3 tries in the last 10 minutes, but one of those 3 tries were disallowed. So if they had got that try right at the end, they could have got.
But how about the last minute try? The one they disallowed before full time.
So
apparently, who was it that grabbed?
Some
Warriors player grabbed him, but it was just a light touch. But everyone's debating. They're saying, was that a disallowed?
It is. You can't.
You can't do that.
You can't interfere.
I'll be honest with you. You can't do that.
You can't grab a player.
If
you're
dogs,
grabbing,
I'll be fair. That you can't do that.
You can't do that. No chance.
I hate when players do that because it's such a crucial moment in the game. Just don't touch him. Montoya would have scored either way.
He's strong. He can get past
that. Even when
he would have had that back-to-back tries.
Even when players have shot attackers, there's no need to do it. They do it. They get penalised. So there's little things in the games where it's costing teams, but Broncos deserved it.
They're showing they're the real deal this year.
They are, man.
That was a big win for us, especially with no Haas, no Walsh, no Carrigan.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. No Kobo as well. No Reece Walsh.
All
the main Origin players.
Not 100% fit. Sorry. Reynolds wasn't that fit to enter the game.
Yeah, he wasn't. He was.
He smashed it.
He was a bit pissed. At the same time. Yeah,
he played good that game. Actually,
yeah, he was. So I'm telling you, they could actually win it this year.
Yeah,
without their star players,
big game against
really
Sharks.
shows what they've changed. They're not choking at what they did last year.
Absolutely,
you can see they've really stepped up another level this year.
Yeah. You know what? I want to say one thing. How we said about Brisbane, how they're on top right now on the ladder. You know how I said before in the finals, when it comes to the end of the season.
Yeah, that's where you see.
It's anybody's game.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't mean you're first to the 7th or 8th. It's anybody's game.
We got Dogs in 14, we're 7th.
Yeah.
We made a grand final. So when you're in the finals, that's it. It's a whole different level.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
different game. Like
So we
Raiders,
just have to wait and see what's going to happen in the next few weeks' time.
Broncos are up there, bro.
Yeah,
they're playing good.
And Warriors quickly, they've dropped a bit.
Yeah, they did. I thought they were going to win the game because apparently it was a tight game, and then I thought they
performance-wise, they're always in the match. They always put effort. They show pride, determination, but results-wise, they haven't been getting their results lately.
Yeah, exactly.
Which could affect them if they want to get top 8, but it's still a long way to go.
Oh, it's a way along ahead.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens, man. But anyways, the next game, full time was Canberra defeating South 33-26.
I actually tipped Raiders.
Look, I just want to say, what's his name, Corey Hawira Nara, about that seizure attack, man. That was just unexpected, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I saw it. Like
all our prayers to Corey Nara.
Yeah, all our prayers and thoughts to him, and hopefully he recovers back and gets back on the field.
As a Doggies, he was a Doggies player. We all respected him.
He was a dangerous player.
He was my favourite player.
Yeah, he was.
The Dogs. I loved him. The passion
he had so much potential, man, on that field.
The passion he had on the field was amazing. But all praise goes to you and your families, and hopefully you come back better and stronger.
Hopefully, man.
He could be out for quite a while.
I think probably a few weeks because I think they've got to do scans and testing.
Probably out for the whole season.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was big. It's a seizure.
It's a scary thing, man. Like you don't want anyone to go through that situation.
No, of course.
It's tough.
It's so heartbreaking to see someone going on a field.
And I think he had a big tackle, and 30 seconds after that tackle, that's when he fell.
It wasn't unexpected.
The tackle could have triggered it.
Yeah.
But unless it was just probably happened just like that.
But people saying that it could be from the vaccination too. That how people took it from the COVID time.
I don't know, maybe.
I don't know. That's a scary thing
big
too.
win for Raiders.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Rabbitohs.
That is a big shocker.
Yeah, I tipped the
Raiders. Yeah,
Raiders.
because you got to understand because there's no Latrell Mitchell. Who else? There's Cameron Murray.
Cook stepped up.
Cook stepped up as well.
Was not making the Origin squad.
We know we're going to get to the point about the Origin,
we'll get that.
about Damien Cook and that.
Yeah.
But honestly, I thought Rabbitohs was going to win that game. I tipped them to win.
Yeah.
But honestly, Canberra just came out of nowhere.
Canberra played good.
Switched
Their
it around.
forward pack has to be probably one of the best forward packs in the
I
game.
think it's the best in the comp. That's why they're winning games lately, because their forwards pack have turned up.
Yeah.
Even their wing backs. You got Tomoko, you got Rapana, Chris, Sebastian Chris, you got Cottridge. So many strong players.
They
make big meters.
Double try, man. He's too strong, that
He got a
bloke.
hat-trick.
Yeah, I know.
I think they've got the strongest team in the NRL. Like, not like performance. What I mean, like big players that can really make meters. Like always, every time they're from when the team kicks the ball, they make 80 meters and they're already on the 20-meter line.
Like Raiders,
they're crazy when they attack.
A lot of teams are built on forward pack.
Yes.
That's why they're winning
And
games.
that's why they're winning a lot of games. And I feel they're like Raiders are always underdogs every single year. And I feel again they could do something.
They're big
with
threat now
this
again.
team. This team's crazy.
Who's
Corey
the second
Horse.
Corey
Horsburgh, he's taken his game to another level.
Oh, for sure.
Tapana had probably one of his best games.
Papali is playing good too. Papali, yeah.
Bro, he was crazy, man. He was crazy.
Bro, the whole Raiders team, they're playing phenomenal.
They could make finals again.
Yeah,
they could make finals.
He didn't make an Origin.
Who? Corey Horsburgh, yeah.
Surprising.
A lot of forward
destroyed us.
He deserved to go ahead of a few Queensland forwards. Yeah, but Raiders, man, they look good. Rabbitohs having a little blip.
2 losses.
That's completely different. They have no Origin players, but they lost last week against the Parramatta Eels. So, is this maybe a little turnaround in their season? You don't know, but Raiders a big win.
It is. But anyways, the next game, the last game of the week was Knights defeating Manly 28-18.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
Yeah, I watched it.
I didn't watch that.
I saw it coming. No Turbo, no Cherry Evans. They're probably their biggest players. Their biggest players in their team. Without them, I knew, and I know a lot of people knew that it's going to be a tough task to get.
Their record without Turbo is very low. Like I think it was 23 or 33%.
Yeah, which
something
is
like that. Without him, they struggled.
Pretty poor, yeah. And Knights again at home. Knights have to really turn the corner, I think, in their season.
Yeah, I think they've
been a decent team. They're getting wins in the battle of the 8. So
especially
Knights
at home, they're winning games.
Yeah, they're winning games a lot at home. Knights deserve that game 100%.
Yeah, they do.
But yeah, they're another team that could try and maybe sneak into the 8. You don't know, but
it could happen. It could happen.
I think everyone is in the top 8 race right now.
A lot.
Because like I said, it's a hard competition right now. It's anybody's game.
Tigers are coming back into the comp slowly. You got Knights, Dogs,
Roosters,
Eels, Cowboys.
Dogs, There's a lot of threats.
It's very open, and like I think we're 2 points off the 8.
Yeah. So if we could win against when we get to the point anyway.
So the top 8's like
it's crazy.
Not cemented. Like
I'm just saying, it's super crazy.
Usually at this stage of the season, you have an idea.
Yeah.
But you don't know, someone who team's coming fifth now could be out of it. So it's that close.
Because you don't know what's going to happen. If there's injuries going to be involved, suspensions going to be involved, sin bins and that. It affects everything in the club too.
Injuries.
Yeah, it does.
So talking about Knights, their back line is very strong as well. You've got Ponga, Miller, you've got Marju, you've got Bradman
Saifidi as well, the twins.
Yeah, you got Dominic Young.
The
Gagai, it's a very underrated
team, bro. Yeah.
Again, it's probably better than ours.
For sure.
They're a team that has a lot of potential.
Yeah. Maybe coach-wise, maybe the coach.
They have potential. A lot of these teams in the NRL have potential, but just sometimes they're not unlocking that potential. You know. But yeah, Knights is one of those teams where if they get a few wins under the roll, then it can really change their season. So
the coach still O'Brien,
something like that.
He's still there.
O'Brien, yeah. So it was a big win for Knights, especially with other teams getting the bye. So if they lost, they could have went down. So
for Manly,
it's
Schuster. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah,
he's been stepped up
a bit
since he came back. He scored a try last week. He got 3 try assists last week as well. Now this week he got a try assist.
I don't think he's their number 6. He can't. Yeah. I don't think he's their long term.
And even Jason Saab.
For the season he is.
For the season, but they might need to look somewhere else to really improve in that area. But
Jason Saab has been playing alright.
Yeah, he's stepped up a bit. Like his pace is probably one of the fastest in the comp.
What's his background? Can he play Origin or not?
I'm not sure.
I actually don't know.
I really don't know. They said that he can play Lebanon.
Yeah, because he's Lebanese.
Yeah, because his dad's stepdad is Lebanese. Yeah. Could play it.
Yeah, who knows? If he wants to, he can select it. But that's a wrap for our round 13 review. Now we're gonna move on to our round 14 tips. Quick fire tips. Just
we're gonna do it quick and simple. We got Friday night game: West Tigers versus Canberra Raiders. Tigers or Raiders? What do you reckon, boys?
I don't think this is
Tigers. Look, it will be very close. Just because of their forward pack Raiders, the last 7 weeks I've been watching it. They're
playing so consistent.
That's I think their forward pack is an advantage. Yeah. I think they'll get the
one defeat in like 7-8 games.
That's right.
Look, Tigers could pull an upset. Tigers have been very good these past few weeks at home, so it could be an advantage.
But they got no Coruscant as well because of Origin.
If he plays on the front, he could miss it. So it depends how that goes. But I'm going to go Raiders just because of their forward pack.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go Raiders too. After their big performance against Souths, they're going to play dominant, and they got good backs and their forward pack.
But Tigers, they just came off a bye. They've come out on a massive win against Cowboys.
It's anyone's game.
But I'll just edge Raiders.
I think I might edge it.
Raiders are favourites, so a lot of people tip them.
Yep. So we got the next game Saturday, 3 o'clock. We got New Zealand Warriors versus Dolphins.
No Thursday game.
There's no Thursday game.
Just Friday.
No, it's Friday this week because of Origin. That's why.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
Yeah. So like I said, we got New Zealand Warriors versus Dolphins. Who do you have?
I think
I'm gonna go Warriors. I think at home, Mount Smart. Dolphins have been good.
Yeah.
But they've been inconsistent. They've been winning then losing. I had a look at it before the pod. Warriors, they've got 1 win in the last 6. Last 6 or 5. One in 1 in 5 or 6. I think 1 in 5. And that win came against Dogs. So I think in front of their home fans, I think they're going to be up for it.
Yeah.
It could be. It's going to be a close game, but I'll go Warriors, just edge it because Hammer's not going to be there too. So they got.
Yeah, he's injured.
Yeah.
So I
think he pulled out of Origin.
Who?
Hammer. Oh, did he?
Yeah, because on fantasy has a cross on him.
Maybe. Yeah, so I'm going to go Warriors.
I might tip Warriors too. Warriors will be dominant men.
Yeah,
Sean Johnson, Zalesniak, Montoya.
Fanua Blake.
Blake.
He's having what a season he's having.
Freaking tank, that bloke.
I think he's
remember that try a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
Dogs?
I think how
bad was that?
Forward of the year. Prop of the year.
Yeah, I think so.
But there's been a lot of props that have been really up there. Haas,
him,
Horsburgh, Santa plays prop too. So this year it's not going to be Haas that's going to win it. There's a lot of candidates up there. I think Warriors get the job.
Yeah, I think Warriors too, man. They're just too strong, bro.
For their forward pack's massive.
Even Bunty, a forward, bro. He's so strong. That kid.
Tohu Harris too.
They're really good.
Yeah, I think we're all going Warriors.
Yeah, we're tipping for Warriors. Next game, 5:30. We've got South Sydney and Gold Coast Titans. I think South Sydney, man. They're going to bounce back.
I just go in South Sydney because of the team they have. Yes, they've lost the back-to-back. I think it's been back-to-back actually losses. But yeah, I think Rabbitoh should get the job done.
Yeah.
They just fell short against Raiders.
Yep.
They weren't the best, but Titans, I don't know. It depends what Titans shows up. It could be the Titans that score a lot of points. Could be the Titans that choke their lead. So it just depends what Titan shows up. But I'm just going to go Rabbitohs.
Yeah, I'm going to go Rabbitohs too.
Yeah.
They're going to play
Stay
so hard.
safe.
They're going to play so hard.
Yeah.
I think when Latrell Mitchell comes back and
It'll
Cameron Murray, I think they're going to play dominant.
Yeah.
I think it'll be 13 plus.
You know
I reckon.
what?
Against Titans?
Yeah, against Titans for sure.
I think it could be. I'm going to go close. It depends if Murray and that show up.
Yeah.
You know what? Just go.
I'm going to stick safe.
Yeah,
Rabbitohs.
Rabbitohs. Well, the last game on Saturday night, 7:30, we got Cronulla Sharks versus Brisbane
I'm going
Broncos.
Broncos.
Look,
Yeah, I think so.
I'm going to go
You know
Broncos.
why?
I think so, man.
Now they've
Yeah.
got players back into the squad.
Yeah.
I
Reece
feel
Walsh,
this,
Cobbo.
Like I said
And-
before, there's
Yeah.
something different about this Broncos team.
And Sharks have had these defeats where they shouldn't be losing and they lost. Dolphins at Magic Round, they lost against Warriors at home. So they're
losing.
bound to fall. They're bound to get that defeat. But Broncos, man,
I think
that
they're a bit
win against
stronger.
who did they
Warriors.
beat? Warriors without Walsh, without Haas, without Carrigan. That's a big statement.
But Lucky Reynolds was there.
Reynolds was. If they had no Reynolds, it would have been a struggle.
And just say Queensland win their game this week, that could motivate the players of Walsh and
So just-
Carrigan
Yeah,
just
that-
to
that's what's
continue
gonna
their
happen,
form.
yeah.
Even Combo's not. They had no Combo, so I think yes, Sharks. It's going to be a tough game for sure, but I think because Broncos are real premiership contenders,
Yeah.
these are the games they're going to win, and I think Broncos will get the win.
I think they're the entertainers this
Yeah,
year.
I think
They've
they
really
are.
entertained everyone.
Because the way, who's the coach from Brisbane again?
Walters.
Kevin Walters, he's doing a really good job,
Yeah,
man.
he is.
He suffered a bit the last few
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
They've been always downhill.
They had a bad
Last year's-
season. They got
yeah.
wooden spoons.
Wooden spoon
Then
injuries
they missed
and that,
it
yeah.
last year, and now this year they could
And he
potentially
bounced
win
back
it.
up, bro.
Yeah.
And trust me, he has a good system with
Yeah.
with Alfie Lang as well.
Yeah,
is
that's
with
right.
him.
Yeah.
So I think Brisbane's going to
Yeah,
just defeat
exactly,
Cronulla, bro.
Yeah,
I
I
think it's going to be a tight
agree. I
game.
agree.
Sunday we got Roosters versus Bulldogs.
Oh my god.
This is going to be a hard game, man.
Last week, 2 weeks ago against the Titans, we weren't the best.
At the halftime, yeah.
Halftime,
it was 14-0.
Yeah,
That was
second
really
half,
bad.
We stepped up big time, but
Yeah.
still we weren't the best,
But lucky we came back.
which is
We
important.
fixed up,
we got
yeah.
the 2 points.
That needs to stay that way for sure.
Do I think the Dogs look? The Roosters haven't won 2 in ages, and Doggies
they've lost 3 games. in a
4
row.
games in a row. And
Yeah.
Doggies usually, when they're up against a team that hasn't won in ages, they
Yeah.
give them the win.
Yeah.
So purely off that fact,
Manu's back too.
Manu's back too.
It's a scary thing.
Brandon Smith's
We could
out.
beat them.
Look,
We could beat them like last year.
We beat them with Trent Barrett, and our team was
Yeah.
horrible.
There you go. But it's so hard, man.
Look, if
I don't know how to explain
if
it.
Dogs
It's gonna
want to
be-
get top 8,
Yeah. They have to push
these are the
themselves
games
hard.
we need. I think we got Roosters, Para, Sharks next. I think we should be beating Roosters and Eels.
Yeah.
And I think we'll lose to Sharks.
Just
But
maybe, yeah.
Nico Hines won't be there because he's got origin duties.
Oh, yeah,
so that could
that
be
makes sense,
an
yeah.
advantage for us.
I'm going to go Roosters.
I'm
Why?
on Roosters.
Why is that?
Because it's just Roosters. They could just click, and Manu Tedesco always turn up against the Dogs.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
And as much as I hope Dogs win, but I just don't think we have it in us to beat the Roosters. But Dragons did.
I say Roosters here, but then I'll go tip Dogs on the NRL.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
what I always do every time.
That happens.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
normal. But I don't know.
Look, I always said when Bulldogs
Yeah.
when I have full confidence in the team, if Bulldogs are coming 4th, 5th,
Yeah.
and we're versing Panthers coming first, I tip the Dogs. But now because we're still in this period where
And the bad
we're not
system right now,
guaranteed
yeah.
wins.
I don't know. It's tricky. It's very tricky.
You know what, Stuffer? I'm gonna tip Dogs.
Yeah, I'm going to
I'm
go for
tipping
Dogs.
I'll tip the
I
Dogs.
think Dogs will win. I think they will
I'll
win.
tip the Dogs.
Because they remind me last year, because when we were down against Roosters, I
Yeah.
remember that night, me and Bill, that we went.
You know, I'll just go Dogs.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
Dogs-
just going Dogs because it's my team.
Dogs going to win comfortably, I
Yeah.
think. Because, look, I reckon something's going to happen against Roosters, but they're going to
Well,
be...
you think it's gonna
I
get-
reckon Victor Radley's going to get
You think a
Sinbin.
big win?
No, not about Roosters. I'm saying about...
I'm not
I
saying
reckon
Dogs.
Victor Radley's
Oh,
going to be
yeah,
Sinbin
yeah.
again. Or
Yeah.
Warrior Hargraves.
Well,
you
you
don't
think
know.
you'll go all wrong for Roosters again?
Yeah. They'll probably have
Hopefully,
something
bro.
bad.
We need a big win. It's about
need
time.
a massive win.
Our points difference like minus 89. I'm not sure. It's
Yeah,
very high.
we need a
It
win,
is.
and hopefully, man, we get it.
If we
against
start
the
winning
Roosters.
now,
So we're going
I'm telling you, we
all
can
Dogs.
If we
jump
beat
back.
Roosters, that's a big win for top
Yeah,
8.
for
So
sure.
I'll go for Dogs.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
Dogs,
we'll tip for Tigers. Last
2 games.
2 games. Sorry, 4:00 game. Cowboys versus Melbourne. I'm just going to say Melbourne.
I think Melbourne.
They're just too strong.
Yeah.
Cameron
Yeah,
Munster,
yeah.
Harry Grant, Xavier Coates, Nick Meaney,
Yeah, I'm going to go Melbourne.
Nelson Sofa Salamona.
I can't pronounce it too.
No, he's a take that.
He's very good.
He's re-signed as well.
What did Bill
Bill's
say?
put me on the video. Sorry about that disruption, but Bill's actually gave me a call that he just wants to say hi to you guys. So let's see if he answers.
Bill, what are you thinking, man?
Come on, Bill's not professional.
Imagine he left work early.
Imagine we see him open the door.
Yeah, keep
let's keep talking. I think Melbourne all day long.
Yeah, Melbourne's going to be winning it too hard. They're going to be too strong against Cowboys.
And last game?
The last game will be Penrith and Dragons.
Panthers.
I didn't say I'll go Melbourne for the other game.
Melbourne, yeah. We'll tip Melbourne as well.
What's this game now?
Penrith and Dragons. I think Penrith's going to be too dominant.
Panthers too.
Is that their stadium?
They might have they might have maybe a few players back from Origin. They put their whole squad, but they might fix it up.
Jack Bird's out.
Jack Bird's,
I think they're resting him again for some reason.
Ben Hunt's playing. I think he's been there.
He's back.
That could change.
I think Penrith's going to win like 13 plus.
Yeah, I think
they're going to. I reckon it'll probably be like 40-0 for sure.
Yeah, I think
because they got no one. Dragons.
They've got no one.
I think Panthers will get the win. Yeah.
Anyways, guys, that's a wrap from the round 14 tips. And now we're going to talk about the New South Wales versus Queensland State of Origin 1 discussion. So we just heard about 2 days ago.
Yeah, breaking news.
Latrell Mitchell is out of Origin 1 with a calf injury, bro. How did you react about this loss?
Without Latrell Mitchell in the squad, he's the one that brings that energy, and he gives the Queenslanders, the players, of course.
Yeah.
That's something to feel, like that fear, because Latrell, of course, is a big game player. He hates Queenslanders. When it's that big game, he gets them. He like annoys them.
Yeah, so he puts it in him. And I was watching before I came here I was watching the NRL 360.
Yeah.
And they were all saying Mitchell's gonna be a big loss because of course he always needs like two defenders on him, and he drags them in, and then he can have like his winger free. So, yeah, he's going to be a big miss, man. And I feel as much as Cleary is a big player, I think he's even bigger than Cleary. Yeah. Because if you see along the years when Mitchell plays, he's our best player.
He's always been from the beginning.
2 years ago, what he caused to Queensland defense. He got a hat-trick.
Game 1, I remember,
Game 2, he also got a double.
And not just Blues. You can even see when he's not with Rabbitohs, they struggle without him. So it's going to be a big impact. I think Crichton will come in and do a good job.
Yeah.
Burton's 18th man too, so you don't know about that. But Latrell Mitchell is going to be a big miss. It's going to affect us.
Anthony?
About Latrell Mitchell, like it's a big. I'll say it's a big shock too. Like, things happens in training, you know, and during the squad. Like things happen for a reason. But with Latrell Mitchell, speaking of Bill,
speaking of Bill,
yeah, Bill, you're live on the pod. Bill.
Yeah. Live from work. I'm not going to say where I work. If the managers are watching, I'm fucked. But I thought I'd put my 2 cents on the podcast. But
Bill, quick thoughts on Latrell Mitchell. After that, what about Latrell Mitchell missing out?
Yeah, look, man, I just heard from my manager. I don't know if this is true, but he might play for Souths this week.
Oh yeah, I don't know about that, but possibly, yeah.
If he is, that's fucking total bullshit. But it's a tough loss. We'll see what Crichton does with the Panthers players. He's got that chemistry with them.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I'm still a bit shaky about game 1, but up the Blues all the way.
Up the Blues.
Yeah, up the Blues, mate.
Up the Blues, yeah.
I'm going.
Are you coming soon, though?
He saw the manager.
Yeah, well,
but that guy's always risky at his job. But
as I was saying about Latrell Mitchell, like it's a big shock. And he always brings that motivation and always brings that energy like into the squad. Like when he's around with Brian Toto, Josh Adokar, Jerome Luai, all those main key players, Isaac Yao, Nathan Cleary. But you know what? It's a big upsetting thing that's happened to him, but hopefully he recovers and he'll be ready for game 2.
Yeah, because I was going to say now, we'll see him in Bill saying that he's going to play this week.
But do you think it's a minor injury, like on his calf? Do you think?
Probably a minor injury.
It must have pulled a muscle on it, I think. I think
he could have. I think he could have played with it.
Yeah.
But I think. I think he could have played with it, but I think it's put the team ahead of him.
Yeah. Because
it could affect them the game. So. Man, Mitchell's going to be a big loss. I've said a number of times.
They could attack on that side a lot.
They might use that.
Could be a weak side, maybe.
But Crichton's played.
He's been playing very, very good.
Crichton will be with
Toto, yeah.
Oh, so okay, they've got that
chemistry. They always have that chemistry.
I think Burton's got big shoes to fill.
He does, yeah.
He has massive
Burton.
Did I say Burton?
Yeah,
sorry, Crichton. Sorry. I hope Burton gets chosen, but
I hope he does.
Yeah, Crichton has big shoes to fill, and I think he's going to really step up his game.
Yeah,
I think he's going to have a great game. I think he's got the opportunity now to show why he should have been selected.
He's got the speed, bro. He's got everything he needs.
He's a good player.
And you know what? He's been playing well the last few weeks in the season too. 3 tries, 2 tries. Spoke's crazy. Yeah. You know, and I can't wait for him to come to Dogs next year, bro. Big signing.
Well, Latrell Mitchell now, of course, we know he's out.
It is, yeah. But what about Nathan Cleary?
There was a doubt of his tooth infection. Now, Brad Filler's cancelled all that.
He should be fine, bro.
Removed all those concerns, saying that he's going to play.
I think he'll be fine.
But he's warned Nico Hines just to be ready in case.
Just in case,
So
as a backup option,
if Hines does come in, then Burton's on the bench.
Yeah, maybe.
I'd love to see that. I love when our Dogs players represent the
Not just
Blues.
because I'm Bulldogs, but I think Burton should be there.
Yeah,
he's such
he
a
should.
good asset to the team. Like
Yeah.
his bombs,
And his
first
bombs
of all,
too, yeah.
His bombs. How important, how crucial were they last game? Last
year,
series,
yeah,
sorry.
it was.
They were so crucial, and I think. Look, he's not going to get ahead of Turbo, ahead of Mitchell, ahead of Cleary, Luai, potentially Luai.
But his name.
But if Luai's going to get out, it's going to be Hines. So
But Matt Burton.
if Cleary was to be ruled out of this game,
Yeah.
it could impact us as well again because
does.
Hines, I'm not saying he's a very good player. He's on the
just
level
new,
of
like-
He is.
He's new to the Origin. He probably doesn't have the experience that Cleary does.
Exactly.
He's done it. He's been there, Nathan Cleary. So I'd love to see Hines in the team if it was with Cleary on 5'8". But I think he should be fine. It's just a tooth infection.
I hope so, yeah.
speaking of Hines, man,
Take Panadol or something, he'll be fine.
Yeah. Speaking of Hines, man, like I think he's a waste on 17.
he's a waste.
Yeah,
When you
I know.
play he's not going to get a lot of minutes.
That's
gonna
the
be
big
like 10
that's the big
minutes.
question mark. I was saying to myself
He
like the
either
other day.
plays
I
or no.
was saying that if you're bringing Nico Hines and putting him as a 17 spot, how many minutes is going to play on the field? 5-10 minutes?
14's different. He could have got more minutes. Look, he can't play hooker. He can't play anything except his
Exactly.
position. So 17, man, look, you either play him 6 or you
Yeah.
don't play him at all.
Exactly.
And I think they made a wrong decision, put him, I think, wasting his time too, because he's going to probably be like,
Absolutely.
the way I'm playing, the form I'm in, he should have been selected. He should have been in the team. Luai just stepped up these past few games because of Origin.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? Brad Field always sticks with his own words. He always says, I think I want Luai and Cleary to be the 6 and 7 together because they always make good combinations for the forward pack
Yeah.
and the backs.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to understand
Look, it's
that.
all about combination
Yeah,
in
exactly.
Origin.
Yeah,
You
of
have
course,
to do
yeah.
good combinations.
Yeah, like
in
the Luai and Cleary,
Yeah.
they know each other well.
And
When you're talking about Origin, you're talking about like
level.
a competition
Yeah, yeah,
level
yeah.
because everyone around whole Australia, even around the world's watching the State of Origin.
Like big events.
It
Look,
is,
they've
man.
been playing for now Panthers Academy, playing Panthers now, Origin. They've got that combination, and I
Yeah.
think that's why Fittler chose him.
yeah,
But if it's off form, of course he shouldn't have been
Yeah.
selected.
Because
but you know what? Yeah.
Cook wasn't. Well, we saw on the TikTok everyone saying about Coruscant got picked because of his combination with the Panthers players.
Yeah.
What he can bring, what he brings to the forward pack.
Yeah.
Again, you can't just drop Cook if it's based on form. Then Luai shouldn't be
Yeah.
in the squad at all.
Turbo shouldn't be.
He should be the last
Exactly.
one on that list.
Yeah.
Even Turbo, he
There's
just turned up on the last game against Raiders. So if it's
That's
about
right,
form,
yeah.
then those players shouldn't be selected for Origin.
exactly. But I still don't understand why they. I want Nico Hines to play. I want him to be number
I want him
6.
to be 6.
Him and Cleary. I want to
That'd be
see
so-
these new fresh.
that'd
I
be
think
so
if we
good.
lose the first game, Hines will be there straight away, or Burton.
If we lose the first game, I think there's gonna be some changes. Cook will come back in.
Cook will come back in.
Yeah,
Luai
but
will
I
be
reckon
out.
put
Hines will probably
Coruscant in the bench. That's what I reckon.
Yeah,
as a
they need
utility.
two hookers.
Yeah.
You think of it, if you look at a lot of teams, Bulldogs, for example.
Bill again.
Yeah,
Bulldogs, for example, has what's it called? Marnie.
Yeah.
And they had Famua Brown on the
Yeah.
bench. You got
You
what's
said
it called?
Marnie again. Oh yeah,
Marnie.
Nah, Marnie and
Dogs,
Farmer Brown. Yeah, no, yeah.
Panthers, Sonny Luke, and Mitch Kenny. So
Yeah.
all these teams have backup hookers, like a utility.
Yeah.
So look at Queensland now. They've got Grant Ben Hart. Grant's going to come off the bench and impact.
Oh,
that
yeah,
game.
he's
He's
gonna-
going to change the game completely.
is.
What-
He's
look
done
what he
it
done
in
in
game
game
three.
three.
Right
He's
here.
done it a number of
He
times.
changed the
in
game,
Origin.
game 3 last year.
He's done-
His
yeah.
was the difference in that squad.
And that's what I'm
Absolutely,
saying.
right.
It's,
2 years ago.
It's so dumb of Fittler not to have a hooker there, an extra hooker,
For sure.
because it's shown in club footy in Origin that with that extra hooker it can change the game
Yeah, it
instantly
does.
because they're fast when it comes to the ruck, picking up the ball and making those right moves. And I think he's gonna just like last year how we didn't pick out a car and affected us.
Yeah, it did.
This is gonna be
if we
another thing that's
lose,
gonna
what
cost us.
changes will be made?
Hey?
I think if we lose the game this week, what games will be made? I think
It's gonna be hard.
Luai will be out for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it will either be Hines or Burton coming to the squad. Cook will be back into the squad.
I hope he'll get
think-
chosen. Oh,
Who
chosen.
else will-
Sorry.
Yeah, chosen.
Yeah.
Possibly
Mitchell, of
if
course,
Turbo
will be.
doesn't perform, he could get dropped, put Burton
But I
there.
feel like once
Campbell Graham.
Campbell Graham.
yeah.
So
I
there's a
would
lot
love
of
to see Campbell Graham in the Origin.
He deserves it, man.
Everyone said it in the comments.
Everyone
They're
was going
saying
crazy.
he should play for New South Wales.
How the heck did Campbell Graham not
He's
make?
been playing
in
the
form
best
of his
now.
life.
This whole season now, he's been playing the
He's been
best.
one
I
of the
caught it
be-
on that TikTok video
Yeah.
we did. I said Campbell Graham
He's been
should
the
be
best
selected.
center. He's been the best center in the comp. He's been one of the best players in the league, the competition.
Yeah.
And to not put him, man, it's just
He got pissed off. He said,
He
"Why
does,
am I here?
man.
I'm just going to go
He's
back."
probably
to
not
my-
injured,
the
to be
club."
honest. Look,
Nah,
we don't know
absolutely
behind
not.
the scenes, but a lot of people saying, a lot of fans, a lot of pundits, he's probably not injured. He's like, what a waste.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be here for 18
Oh, for sure.
Because he's been there for 2 years or 3 years. I'm pretty
I
sure.
don't think he was. He was 19th, man. So 19th, you're not even going to get selected.
Exactly. But you know what? I still don't understand why. Like, I'm just saying, this bloke, he's just playing so good. Campbell Graham is just, I think he's the best player right now in the season.
I was saying,
I'm just going to
he's
say
up
out
there.
there,
Yeah,
he's up there
he's
as one
actually
of
the
the
best
best.
player right now in
Look,
the
I
season.
think the
I'd
best
agree.
top 5 players this year have been Cleary.
I think Campbell Graham out there first.
Cleary's been good, but I don't think it would be top
I think
5.
he's got another
Hines
level.
Is.
Hines.
Yes, Hines.
Yeah,
been,
yeah. I
Hines
think
been
one
playing
of,
well.
one
I
of
know
them
that.
two in top 5 for sure.
Payne Haas, Walsh.
Payne Haas. Yeah, Walsh
Reece
has been
Walsh.
very good.
Yeah.
this year.
Campbell Graham's up
Campbell
there,
Graham
100%.
for sure. One more.
You know, I put Cody Walker up there.
Cody Walker, yeah.
Cody Walker's been playing well.
Yeah.
Adam Reynolds potentially had a very good start to the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Campbell Graham, man, not to put him in there.
That's
Another
that's
tough
upsetting.
call.
It is
Look,
upsetting.
If you're gonna pick on form, as we said,
Yeah.
he has to go in. But maybe Phil was saying safe. He knows what Trebojevic going to do. Latrell Mitchell's going to do. But now, if you look at it, Latrell's out. If Campbell Graham was there, that was his position to get. So, man, I don't know, man.
And look, another breaking news: Matt Burton is the 18th man of the Blue squad. Do you think he should be the centre ahead of Crichton, or would you just keep Crichton in the centre with To'o?
I'm going to say this, man. Look, Crichton's been playing well. Matt Burton's been out of his, like, he's
He's
up
been
and
better,
down.
yeah.
You know, he's gone better so
now
much.
he's
He's
very
halfback.
good.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
very
half,
good,
he's
yeah.
moved his halfback
Everyone's
position.
debating, like, saying that should he play Origin level? I think he should.
I think he should.
He played last year. He played well
was
last
so
year.
good, bro.
He was.
He's so good.
He was good.
He's so
He put
good
a
at
try.
number 6. He's so good at number 7. He's
Yeah.
so good at what's called a centre. He can play anywhere.
Absolutely.
And I'd put him. Like, they're not going to put him, but he'd be a good utility to have Matt Burton.
Of course. But I'd rather put him in the centre position.
So yeah, I think that's a great
I'd rather
point.
put him more
Say
than
things are
Crichton.
going wrong. We're losing. Say I don't know. We're losing the game. You bring Burton on, get one of the bombs,
And adjust back.
Get his
Yeah.
bombs
get his bombs up, good errors,
And
and get us
adjust
a
it.
try.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look, he's not going to get on
No, no.
unless it's a concussion. Then he makes
He'll
way.
come on.
But of course,
But
if
don't
I had
forget-
the choice, I'd always put Burton. ahead
Yeah,
of
but you know
Crichton.
what? Don't forget he's lined up this week against Roosters. So they put him
Yeah.
into the
He's
squad.
of course, he's going to play either
so
way.
it's not guaranteed 50-50 that he's going to play for
Look,
sure.
he'll play against the Roosters.
Yeah.
Because even if he does play, he's going to play maybe 10, 15 minutes. If he does get game time.
if he gets his chance, opportunity to
If he gets
play
his
on the
chance.
field,
But yeah,
hopefully he
if-
does.
If I was to choose, man, Crichton is a very good player. I can't wait till he comes to the Dogs.
Yeah,
but
same here.
I'm sticking with Burton. I hope he gets a chance to prove
hope
why he
so,
should
man.
be there. Because last year he was phenomenal in Origin,
Game
and
2.
all the boys are on Tino.
Yeah.
They haven't forgotten what he
Bro,
did.
there's
to
gonna be a massive
Burton.
fight happening.
Why said
Yeah.
we're still annoyed of what he did to him, especially all the Queensland. It was like 6 Queensland players all on Burton.
Yeah, I remember that last year. That
Yeah,
was, bro.
I was pissed, bro.
Yeah, what's his name from Newcastle? What's his name? That punch
Gagai.
He started the punches
Yeah,
first.
he
Yeah.
pushed him. Yeah,
But-
because Burton accidentally ran into one
Ponga.
of the players. Ponga.
Yeah, but- yeah.
It was an accident. Dan Gogo took it as an offense and then started punching
Yeah,
and all
but
that.
all right, and then
Us Doggies fans has
Tino
not-
when he grabbed him by the
Yeah.
neck. That is
That
just,
should have been sin bin.
Us
Yeah.
Doggies fans will never forget that moment.
yeah, of course.
And get Pangai.
Yeah, that's what I was just
Pangai,
about
get
to
ready
say.
for
'cause
Pangai and Tino.
Pangai is actually going to be fired up
ready,
for
bro.
Origin. He can't wait.
They
to
mentioned that in the interview
Yeah.
about his debut of Origin, and
Yeah.
he mentioned something about Tino.
Look,
he
yeah.
said we'll talk about that on the pitch. and that.
Pangai is born for Origin.
Of course he is.
The
bro.
aggression he has,
He's just dangerous,
he's
bro.
tough, man.
You know what? I got a feeling him and Payne Haas are gonna come together and
get
start
Tino.
nailing the fuck
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
it.
yeah, Tino.
That's what I
Yeah,
reckon is
There's
gonna
gonna be-
happen.
there's gonna be a
Even
big fight.
Payne-
There's gonna be punch-ups.
There's gonna be-
Remember back, I think it was 2 years ago during lockdown, Payne
Yeah.
Haas and Tino had
Yeah.
a go at each
Yeah,
other.
they
They both
did.
got sin bin.
You know what? I want to see back in the days in Origin level.
Volleyballers.
Bring back the beef. Remember the
Yeah, the beef's back
punch-ups?
now. The
beef's
That's
back.
what we need back in the Origin.
Last year was the best.
beef.
Game
That was the
3
best one.
Probably the best Origin I've watched.
That was the best
That
one.
was crazy.
See, game 3?
Apart from
Yeah.
the Hodkinson, that
Yeah.
winner, that was the best
The
one.
first second of the
100%.
game, the first run, Cameron Murray, was it Yo?
Murray got
No,
concussed.
Yo?
Yeah, Cameron
Cameron
Murray.
Murray got concussed. Then 1 minute later,
Concussed
Cobo
again.
got concussed, and then
Yeah.
there was another concussion. I think it was Collins from Roosters.
such a
Too many
crazy game,
concussions,
bro.
man.
And then
There's
Ben
so much
Hunt's
going on.
Last minute,
a big try, bro. That origin was good, and that's why I think the Blues have this as motivation. They lost the series, that Tino incident,
Yeah.
but it's gonna be a massive game tomorrow.
But I want to ask you, boys. We got a good backs. We got good forward backs, and the bench and that.
Yeah.
But do you think we should beat Queensland tomorrow night, game 1?
Look,
I'm
we're
asking
gonna
you
go
this.
onto that on the prediction.
Yeah,
part
okay.
two.
Yeah,
Look,
right.
let's just quickly talk. Go.
New South Wales, I think they've only played one game in Adelaide.
Yeah, they
New
did.
South Wales lost 18 to 14.
I remember
in
this one.
2020,
Yeah, that was 2-3 years ago.
to
Yeah.
the worst Queensland team. Do you think? Oh, you know what? We'll move on to it.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, you can say it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's,
No,
it's based on the predictions.
Before we
now.
do that, because we're Blues fans, of course, what do we
Yeah.
have to do to beat this Queensland team? Because the pressure's on us.
Look, there is a lot of pressure on us, but we need to.
I think there's no pressure on Queensland at all.
Yeah,
They've won
I don't
it.
know. Look,
They
for
won
us,
it.
we need
They've
to.
won it. They're
We
in a
need
good
to. We need to
position.
build the combinations
Yeah.
properly with the backs and forward backs.
Solid defense
Yeah.
too.
So when it comes to like 4th, 5th tackle, they need to start adjusting back. So they got to shift the
I
ball
think-
like right, and then when it comes to the left, they shift it again and bomb it up or do something.
Who's the key player for us to get us the win?
I don't know. I
It's
think
probably
everyone's
West
saying the
Cleary.
Fox. I think the Fox.
The Fox
Cleary.
too, yeah.
Yeah.
Of
But
course,
you know
Cleary,
what? They
it's
need a
Cleary.
target. They need a
Because
target.
you remember
Yeah.
game 1, how bad Cleary
Yeah,
was?
it was.
It was like, Cleary, man, you're the man that's supposed to lead us. And he had a shocker. So I think, of course, Cleary's the main guy. But
Yeah.
Who should
Look, I'm just going to say, look, I want to say this, that when New South Wales are going to play good tomorrow night, they need to target Ben Hunt. You need to
Yes. Okay.
you
Yeah,
need
let's
to
watch
target.
it. Ben Hunt. Who's the most important player in that squad? Ben Hunt. I think he's up there.
And
He's
Reece
all-
Walsh too.
stands out.
Reece Walsh.
Walsh or Munster.
I think those three.
Those three.
I think those three, you got to
I
target
agree.
them.
Or David Fafita.
Yeah,
'cause
he's
a big
gonna be
gun.
good.
Even Papali.
Oh, we didn't include him in the top.
He's hitting.
No, he's not-
No.
David Fafita's in the top 5 best players. David Fafita's in the top 5 best players this
Yeah,
year.
he is.
We didn't
We
include
forgot
him.
about him.
Yeah, I was going to say something about. You asked, what was the question you asked about who's going to lead the Blues?
lead the
Oh,
Blues?
what's going to
What
make
do we
them
have to
win?
do
I think
to-
their mentality? I
Yeah.
think they can't take this team easy. The amount of times we took teams easy, we thought we won it, and we're in our prime. New South Wales in their prime generation now.
Yeah.
Look at
Still
Queensland when they had their prime team, they were winning 7, 8 in a row. They went long. Then we beat their duck, they won another 5 in a row. Something like that. So I think we can't get complacent. We need to be on our game.
Use that
Consistent
issue,
whole
and
80 minutes.
focused.
Use
Yeah.
that Tino incident as a motivation
And
to win
look,
this game.
Yeah.
They
I
have,
hope so.
They have passion, but not as much as Queensland. We've got to show more passion.
We have to, yeah.
We need to show more passion.
We
I think
have
at the
to.
end of the day in Origin,
It's all about
yes,
passion.
the skills, but passion plays a big part.
It is.
They have to be up for it.
Look
They
at
have to
that
be ready for the task.
worst Queensland squad.
Yeah, exactly.
Passion.
Yeah.
That's what got them through the series. Now, who won the first one? I think it was us. Yeah,
Yeah, it was against
they
us
won
last.
it.
Yeah.
Then we won it, then they won it again. So it's all about passion.
And
Yeah,
I
it
think
is.
even the fans.
That's the scary thing
Even the
about
fans play a big
Queenslanders.
part.
Even
You can talk as like a few weeks back when we went to Queensland. You can talk the Brisbane Queensland
you can
fans
see.
base. They're always passionate.
yeah, that's
They-
what I'm
they-
saying.
to Suncorp.
The
scream,
fans
yeah.
also need to step up. It's not alpha, but you look at Suncorp, bro. The
Yeah.
atmosphere there's crazy. Queensland fans have so much passion, and of course we're from New South Wales. But when you watch, when you watch them, like you just feel the fans aren't really like
Like,
they're
they're
up
not
for it,
into
but
it,
they're not
yeah.
into it as
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
as
It's
the
not.
fans.
It's not like the olden days, like when I was
They-
like
they
back in
were-
the
yeah, I
days.
remember-
Back
I
in
wa-
our days,
they were up for
every person in the fucking area, every suburb, they used to go to the games. They never leave the game after when the game's
Yeah.
finished.
Siren goes.
At the stadium, I'm saying, yeah. They always stay behind. These days, after when
think,
someone goes to a game, they leave straight away.
The reason why Origin has
Yeah.
declined a bit
Yeah.
because of there's no fights like what you were talking about back in the old days. It's because the restrictions are the game has changed a bit.
Because-
A lot of restrictions have been placed.
yeah.
Concussion, high tackles,
And not just
all
that, the NRL,
punches.
the NRL, I think NRL's just gone too soft.
It is.
They don't want.
That's what I'm saying,
They
the
don't want to see no
restrictions.
punch ups,
The
no
restricted
this, no
players.
that. You have to have that game.
Yeah, that's the part of
Gus
the game.
even said it
Yeah.
himself.
Right. In Origin, you need to, man.
You have to.
Like, look at for example, last year how we all that pumped us up, that pumped the players up, and it really that's gonna set the foundation for the next.
Oh,
few
for
Origins
sure.
I think
now.
it's Pangai. We said that Pangai Haas versus Tino, and I think David Fafita.
It's gonna be massive.
It's gonna be a
so
hard
good.
game tomorrow.
Especially Haas paying guy for feeder
Yeah.
and Tino. They're the
I
ones
don't
to
like
watch.
the Adelaide Stadium. It doesn't feel like Origin.
They shouldn't do
Nah, it
it.
doesn't.
They shouldn't do it. Man, leave it Suncorp, Accor, and I think there was another stadium that felt alright.
I would have played at Sydney Football Stadium.
Perth Stadium.
Yeah, something like
I reckon Sydney Football Stadium, the Origin,
Which one?
the new one in the city.
Allianz.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, they could have done that there.
That
but
will be
it's
a full
outdated
crowd
to
game.
New South Wales.
it doesn't matter.
They should have done it at Perth.
Yeah, you reckon?
But they done it last year.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
did
but,
last year. Yeah.
You know what? Now we're going to move on to a new segment called Who You Got. So basically, every week we're going to be choosing a random match. So for example, next week, Doggies take on Paris. So if we've done that, we've got 5, not questions, but 5 predictions we got to make.
Yeah,
This week, because it's Origin, we thought we'd start it off with a bang. You know what? I got to get off on my it's on my phone. Okay, so
I got to hear, but
I got them on too.
let's say
guys.
Jules
so, okay,
first.
no, I'm not about to. I'm saying so. We're going to be answering the score predictions. Our
we'll
winnings.
edit it up, Sam, a bit.
Anytime try
So they will
scorers.
put the points on the video.
Yeah, score prediction, as well as the winning team. Anytime try scorer.
First try scorer
First
as
try
well.
scorer, man of the match, and both predictions.
Yep.
So score prediction, if any of us get it right, 5 points.
Yeah.
If you get the winning team with it, an extra 1 point. Anytime try scorer. So if you pick a player from position 1 to 7, you get 1 point, of course, because they're more likely to score. And if you pick a player from position 8 to 13, you get 2 points.
Okay.
First time try scorer, 2 points. Man of the match, 5 points, and bold prediction, 10 points. So
You want to start first?
yeah, you know, Bill's giving me
Bills.
Yeah, so
Alright.
Bill's giving me his one as he's not here. I made sure that he gave it to
Should we
us.
go first one and we all go?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, first of all, boys, score prediction. Anthony, what did you go?
I'll go that way.
Yeah, all right.
I'll go Shubble, you go.
I went 18-14, but I don't know who I'm giving it to. 18-14.
Tight game, eh?
I said either us or, you know what?
You got to choose a team.
I'm going to go 18-14 Queensland.
You reckon?
I think they'll win.
Not bad. Anthony, what did you go for?
I'll put 38-6 New South Wales to win.
38-6.
Because
You know what? I'd love to see
It
that
reminded me of that game 2 years. Was it 2 years ago?
Yeah.
The game 1 when Tom Trbojevic, James Tedesco,
Yeah.
Latrell Mitchell,
Yeah.
who else? Brian
They all stepped
twice.
up. They all stepped
Yeah,
up.
so I think 38-6.
Big win. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big one.
Bill went 22-14 Queensland.
Yeah.
I went.
complete opposite.
I
man.
went-
Damn it.
Why I laughed? Because I went 18-14.
But Blues.
But I went.
the pressure's on us,
I went
man.
Blues.
I think
I
we're
went
losing
Blues
this.
because of Queensland, Suncorp. They're gonna know that Suncorp's gonna be a tough place to win. I think that's gonna be a motivation for them.
Blues.
It's up
too
to
late,
you.
man.
Before
It's
you
up to you.
That's it. I'll go with Queensland.
Queensland, I'm
Yeah.
going to go 18-14 New South Wales just for the fact that because we've got Suncorp. So I think they're going to get the win. Origin's always 1-1, then game 3 they
Absolutely,
decide.
yeah.
That's all locked in, our score prediction, so you can't change it anymore.
Exactly, yeah.
After Origin, we'll have a look at it.
Yeah.
Then the next week
That's
on
it,
the
it's locked
pod,
in, locked
we
in.
look through the points. Anytime try score a shovel.
Me, I went. You can't say no to the Fox.
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
I went anytime try score with Fox. And I had Fafita in mind, but I said stay safe, get the points. I'll go Fox.
Anthony,
I don't know, man. I'll put 3 options, but what
You gotta choose one.
I'll put Fox as well.
Fox, safe option.
I think Josh had a car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anytime try score.
His return to Origin.
Bill went.
He's gonna fire up as well.
Bill and Josh had a car.
Yeah, we all did. I think.
Yep. But I went for a risky one.
Who?
I went not risky one. He could score David Fafita.
I had that in mind.
I think
had
that's a
that in
big
mind.
shout.
You know what? I reckon he's paying like $20-$30 on Sportsbet for sure.
I think he's been scoring at least.
that.
I think
Had
his
that.
back-to-back tries in his Titans, so I think he's going to carry that on.
Yeah.
So I went David Fafita.
Me too.
Yeah.
I was gonna go
First try scorer, Chabot. Fox.
I think he'll get the first try.
Mine, I'll put the complete opposite, but Tom Trbojevic. First try
okay,
scorer.
yeah. Not bad.
Yeah, he always puts tries.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
First try scorer, so
First try
it
scorer.
could
so
happen.
you went Turbo, yeah.
Tommy.
Bill went Reece Walsh. Not
Yeah.
a bad shout.
That's not bad.
I went Brian Toto.
Brian Toto,
He usually scores
He does,
the
yeah.
first try. I noticed
That's
a
he
few
does.
Origins, he's always on the score sheet. So I went Brian Toto. Man of the match now, Chabot.
Because I went Queensland win, I went Munster.
Munster?
Yeah.
Me, Nathan Cleary. He's gonna be on top for sure.
Bill went for I'd say a weird one, something that it could happen. He went Valentine Holmes.
Valentine,
I don't see that happening, but who knows, man? It could happen.
Nah, I don't see that happen.
He's not the best. You know, what, I'm gonna stop you for a minute. Valentine Holmes doesn't play the best in Origin sometimes. He's always clicked in
don't think
sometimes,
he's a man
but
of
then
the
he
match
clicks out and he
Is it
fucking
him or
switches
Gago
off.
that scores in Origin?
It's
Gay
always
guy,
both
gay
of
guy.
them.
Both they do. Both
But I'm just saying, Valentine Holmes. Sometimes he plays well, but then he fucks up.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he always
exactly.
does.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah.
I'll say sorry.
You went
Valentine
Gago.
Holmes,
I
that's
agree with I went Cleary.
Yeah.
I think
Cleary.
he's the man that's
He's
gonna
just so
lead
natural,
them.
bro.
Yeah.
He's natural.
I think
Look what
Cleary-
Munster did to us first game last
Yeah,
year.
he did.
Yeah.
He destroyed us.
I'm
And
gonna-
embarrassed us too.
Yeah.
I think Nathan Cleary. And for the final one, bold prediction.
David Fafita 2 tries.
2 tries. Okay, Anthony.
Well, I got Tavita Pangai to spend at least one stint in the sin bin.
Ooh,
that's not bad. That's not bad.
Because why?
different, man.
Why?
You
Because
went
he's
different.
gonna
That's a
have.
good one.
I reckon it's gonna be a big punch
So
up.
what's that, 5 points?
Him and Huss are
That's
gonna.
a good one.
Yeah. Huh?
That's
that,
no. So
5
if he gets that correct, 10 points.
So
that's
look,
actually good.
I'm hoping Pangai gets Simbi in. Why? Because I love the bloke so much. Pangai, if you're watching this,
lucky I thought of
love
this
you so
segment.
much. I hope you get Simbi because I hope you fuck up
what should
Tino's
we
head
do?
up.
What should we do? The winner.
I hope he fucks Tino in the
When
head.
the end of the
That's
year
all I'm gonna say.
When the end of the year happens,
Maybe
what should
everyone
we
we
do?
tip in and that person wins the money.
Yeah,
Something
okay,
like
we'll
that.
do
For
that.
sure. But I'm just saying, Pangai is going to punch Tino for
I
sure.
went-
It's going to happen.
My Bill's bold prediction: Walsh will score a double.
Yeah.
You reckon? I think it might happen. I think it might
I
happen.
went turbo hat trick.
Yeah, from 2 years ago. Remember?
Yeah.
Okay,
The hat trick, bro.
So, bro, I like Anthony's bold prediction. I think
Fafita 2 tries could happen.
I hope it doesn't
Oh, for
happen.
sure.
I don't want Pango to get Sim bin, but if there's going to be a fight, he's the one
Yeah.
that's going to get us.
But
So
there was
that's
one more point as well. I was going to put it in. I put it as a bonus. But Nico Hines to be a game changer and spell the end of Jerome Loy. But that's what I was putting as the bonus. Yeah.
So
it could happen.
Yeah, so that's a wrap up for Who You Got, our Origin edition. For the first time, we've introduced it.
Yeah.
If you guys want to get involved, leave it down in the comment. Tell us who you think, what would be the score, anytime try scorer, etc. And if you guys get it correct, we'll give you a shout on the podcast next week. So, that's a wrap up for Who You Got. So now we're going to be doing a quick fire combined 11. We've combined all the greatest Origin players from the Queensland team and the New South Wales squad, comparing them from each position. So fullback all the way to lock. So we'll start off with Billy Slater or Tedesco. Who do you think, boys?
I'm going to say the opposite. Billy Slater, man.
Billy Slater.
Billy Slater, I've always been a fan of Slater. He's always played natural. He had that speed, the quickness, and as a fullback position, like even in a Melbourne Storm level, even a State of Origin level too, and Australian level.
He's the best fullback in.
He was the best fullback.
Because when I was getting the combined 11 ready, it's combined 13. Tedesco has scored, I think he's played 20 matches, 8 tries or 4 tries, something like that. But Billy Slater has played 31 with 14 tries.
Yeah, which is
And he has
impressive
more
for State of
experience, yeah.
he's got more experience. So no disrespect to Tedesco, what he's achieved.
Yeah.
Not only in State of Origin, but in club-wise,
we're
premierships.
comparing this on State of
I'm
Origin
just saying
level.
what he's
I know.
achieved. Daly M, everything. He's a great player, but you can't say no to
Billy
Billy Slater.
Slater's the best fullback in the world.
ever.
I think
And
he's
the way
always
he
been.
played, he was just so unique and completely different. Like he'd take on the lines.
Yeah.
Just the way he runs. You remember how he used to bend his shoulders and make that like.
I'll never forget that moment in Origin when he was running with the ball and he kicked it and he chased it.
Oh, that's
I
probably
think
what
that was back in 04. I think 04, 05.
One of the most iconic tries.
That was the best try in
Wasn't it?
history.
It was his debut.
No,
No, it wasn't. I think it was like the second season or something.
Yeah, I think.
But no, that's when he started to become a known
Well-known,
player.
yeah.
Well-known, yeah, and good.
He
Yeah,
was the best,
established
bro.
his
you can't
name.
go wrong Billy Slater, and I think the whole world would agree Billy Slater.
Oh,
over
absolutely,
Tedesco
bro.
any day.
Absolutely.
So that's 1 point to Queensland. We'll move on to
Wingers.
first wing position.
Yeah.
Wendell Sailor or Brett Morris?
I'm going to say Morris.
Quickly,
Yeah,
when I was doing this again, Wendell Sailor, I saw this stat.
Yeah.
He played, I think, he played a lot of matches in State of Origin, but only had 1 try.
Yeah.
But
That's all he had.
Out of
I
all the
remember
wingers, he was up as one of the
He's a big
greatest.
foot.
He's still
he's
maybe
big. He
He is
makes
big.
meters.
what impact
He's
he
someone
made.
scary you don't want to face, but Brett Morris, man, he's on another
He's
level.
done it all, bro.
He's
St.
probably one
George.
of the best wingers ever to play
for
football, rugby league.
Johnson, he's one more try away from
him.
to break his record.
But yeah,
No way.
Brett Morris,
Yeah.
Origin level 2. Him and Josh Morris have one of the best defensive
Yeah.
assets in, like, that's one of their traits. And including that, and also his attacking ability, he scores a lot of tries. He's quick too. He was
sure.
at one stage of probably fastest.
Did you say the most was defensive?
Yeah,
defense?
they're good.
Oh, that was
They're
crazy.
good together,
and speed
yeah.
too.
for
together
sure.
when they're together, their defense, no one gets past them.
100%.
I remember
Yeah,
a lot of times in Origin, they
it
go
was
on the
on-
other side. They would
It was
never go near him.
Was it Fox
I remember
League? I
that.
saw something on TikTok about Latrell Mitchell, Nico Hines, and someone else said, "Yeah, I'll probably have to say the Morris brothers. They were too strong defensively."
They were too strong
They're
back in
too
the day.
strong. So
But, yeah.
yeah, Brett Morris for this one.
I'm going to say Brett Morris too.
was
He
so
always plays so good, man.
Yeah.
Even when he was playing with Dogs, St. George, He always plays the best. He had that quickness, man.
Yeah.
He reminds me
Morris-
of Billy Slater, but
you
not
can't-
like as Billy Slater.
You can't hate Brett Morris.
Nah, of course
Even
not. I
Morris,
love
bro,
Brett Morris, bro.
They're probably one of
He
the
was-
most respected players in the
100%.
NRL. Like their careers speak for themselves. They've been phenomenal. Brett won 2 premierships. He's won a few Origin series. So yeah, man.
I think Brett
That's
Morris
crazy,
goes
man.
any day.
That's actually
So
crazy.
yeah, one.
So far, Slater and Morris
so
quite strong
good,
already.
team already.
Yeah, see?
This one's gonna be tough because these players are probably like these players are
Similarities.
twins.
Yeah, for sure.
Greg Inglis or Latrell Mitchell.
That's a hard one, man.
Yeah,
It's a hard one.
We've
It's
done
hard.
it before,
Hell
but I think it was a start Ben Sell or who would you rather, something like that.
Yeah.
But I love Latrell Mitchell when he's only Origin. When he plays Origin, I love him. Club wise, I can't stand him. But
I'll go.
I have to say Inglis.
Yeah, I remember Inglis, bro. I want to say Greg Inglis.
He scored
bro.
one the most tries out of any centers in Origin.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
He was a machine, man.
Bro, he was a tank back in the days, bro. From 03 all the way to like 20.
To his end of his
end of his
season.
career. Yeah,
Greg-
he
yeah,
was at his
career,
prime,
sorry.
bro.
Greg Inglis in Origin, bro. Fun fact, I don't know if you guys know, he was born in New South Wales.
Yeah, I know he was.
He
Yeah,
should have been in New South Wales. Which,
yeah, I know.
Which makes it-
Everyone was actually saying
everyone
about that
was- which
from
was-
years ago.
which
Yeah,
was a bit of like pretty annoying.
Like who would
that
have
we could have had him.
thought we would have our own Greg Inglis in our
Latrell
squad?
Mitchell, yeah. Latrell, they're twins, technically.
yeah,
they play the
they
exact
are.
same.
but you can't compare to Greg Inglis because he's accomplished a lot. He's achieved a lot with Melbourne Storm. He's won a few grand finals with Melbourne Storm.
But based on Origin, he's
and even Souths too when they defeated us in the grand final.
But even based on Origin, Mitchell's phenomenal.
Do you reckon?
And he's represented Australia
Inglis-
and representing his own Indigenous as well.
Of course,
So-
Inglis probably gets in there because of what he's achieved in the state
Yeah.
of Origin. Do you think that Latrell could possibly be better than him in the future, or I think Inglis will be
Potentially,
forever
who
I
better?
don't know. Wait and see. We'll wait and see. I reckon we'll see what's
Wait
going to
and see.
happen.
But yeah,
So, I
Inglis,
don't know.
what I'm saying.
I'll go Greg
So
Inglis.
far,
I think
Slater, Morris, and Inglis.
Greg Inglis.
Yeah, GI.
Mal Meninga or Laurie Daly?
Everyone
great
was
players,
the best. They were the
great-
two best camera players, man, back in the days.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And don't forget
I'll never forget watching
Ricky
these blokes
Stewart
these
too.
days, man.
Ricky
I've
Stewart.
never.
Who?
I said Ricky Stewart, Mal Meninga, and Lloyd Daly.
Oh, even Brett Mullen as well.
Yeah,
Brett
yeah.
Mullen was
Raiders
the best
were the
player.
top teams back then.
Oh, back in the late 90s? Oh my god.
Yeah.
I know I was born, but I was just like, I was watching it when I was like 4 or 5 years old.
Look, I haven't watched these players play, but of course I know of them. I watch highlights.
I've
And when
watched
I
their
watch-
highlights, it's
when I
crazy,
watch
bro.
Mal Meninga, man,
He's crazy.
He's a big bloke, but he has quick.
destroyed.
Not
Yeah, he
only
does,
was he
yeah.
a good coach, he's a great player as well.
Yeah, he was.
Did he win the Dally M ones?
I think he did. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
has
did.
won the Daily
Even Laurie Daly did as well.
Oh,
back in
yeah,
2014.
I think he did.
When Blues
I think he
won
did.
back in 2014.
Laurie Daly.
Yeah.
Dally M, he wasn't a
2014
player.
was coach?
24. Yeah, as the coach.
Oh, coach,
Well,
you mean?
Coach. No, I'm
yeah,
saying
well,
as
as
a
a
player.
coach as well, Laurie Daly.
Oh, okay.
No, but I think as a player, he's won the Daily M.
Who?
Back in the days.
Laurie Daly.
Laurie
Yeah,
Daly. I think
but
so.
I'm just saying, in Origin when they defeated Queensland when they beat the streak,
Yeah.
8-0.
Oh, yeah.
I'll
I
never
know.
forget that moment.
I
bro.
just sometimes
when Hayne,
feel-
when he took the ball, remember that?
Yeah, I know.
Just
That
sometimes
was
feel
crazy.
Queensland have a bit more better players
Yeah,
than
I
Blues.
think I'll go Mal Meninga.
It's a very close one, but I think
Mal
Mal
Meninga,
Meninga
I'll say.
will edge.
Mal Meninga, yeah. Next one, Darius Boyd or Jared
Jared
Hayne?
Hayne.
Darius Boyd or Jared? I think Jared Hayne.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Jared Hayne.
Look,
I feel-
Darius Boyd has scored a lot of
I
tries
think
in
he's
Origin.
underrated. I
Darius
think
Boyd.
no one appreciates how good he is. I think he's a very good player.
Safe player, I think.
Who, Darius Boyd? Yeah.
He's a safe player. But Jared Hayne has that spark.
He does.
Origin, he
'Cause
was,
remember-
I was watching the 2007 Origin. That's when
He starts
Hayne
coming.
stepped into the scene. The way he was playing, bro, no one could tackle him. No one could
I know.
grab
He's
the
that
hold of him.
fast,
He's
dude.
so
Look,
strong.
yeah.
I think
and
Darius
fast.
Boyd, he always scores. Remember those times where
Darius Boyd always
Slater
scored.
passed that long pass and
Yeah.
he's scoring there
Yeah.
on the left
Oh,
hand
what
side?
about the pass? What about that run against Penrith when he was going for it?
Darius Boyd.
No, Jared Hayne.
Jared Hayne.
Back in I think it was
Oh,
09.
the 100-meter try.
Yeah. I'll never forget that one, bro.
Were you watching it?
Yeah, I was watching that game, bro. That was like
But if you're
electrifying,
basing it
man.
on Origin, who's better?
Who's better? I think
I
Jared
think it's
Hayne.
very close.
I think
It's
Jared
very
Hayne.
close
because
Just.
we're not basing it club-wise. We're basing
I'm
it
saying
on
Jared
Origin.
Hayne
Boyd
Origin
has scored a
level,
lot.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But
Tries.
Hayne has had
Hayne
a
was
few.
just more skillful than him.
Yeah.
Hayne was more skillful. And sometimes look at who would you want in your team. And who
I'm gonna say Hayne.
I'm gonna go Hayne for
Yeah,
this one.
Hayne for this one, bro. Hayne, he has that skillful, bro.
Jared,
Boyd
I think
he's a bit native, like a bit dry.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He's safe. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing wow.
But
about
you
him,
just
he's a
want
good
all
player.
out. You
Yeah.
want all out.
Look, I don't
skillful.
mind
That's what you
Darius
want.
Boyd in the squad, but I think I'll just go Jared Hayne.
Yeah. There
Okay,
you
so
go.
it's
Jared
currently
Hayne, lock it in.
3-2. Queensland way. Wally Lewis or Brad Fittler?
That's another tough one.
I think Wally Lewis, bro. Wally Lewis is the guy.
Yeah, look,
Yeah, You can't go. He was the best player.
He's achieved a lot back in the days. He's immortal, yeah, of
so
course.
you can't put
The immortal speaks for itself. The immortal speaks for itself.
Yeah.
He's named the king.
King Wally Lewis, yeah.
King Wally Lewis. Brad Fittler is a phenomenal player, great player for Roosters, for Origin.
He played for Roosters. He played for Penrith as well back in the days.
See how
too.
we talk about like Thurston and that. Fittler's on the level of Cooper Cronk.
Yeah,
that level,
right.
just below
Thurston's
the
a
goats
Wally
of
Lewis
NRL.
level. Thurston's a Wally Lewis, but yeah, I think pretty easy one, Wally Lewis.
For sure. Wally Lewis.
This is a tough one.
Yeah.
Thurston or Andrew Johns. Now, for me,
That's hard.
For me, this is Origin.
No, but this is Origin wise.
Huh?
I'm saying this is based on Origin.
Andrew Johns.
Origin?
Yeah, Origin,
Andrew
not club.
Johns
Don't
is
forget
the
about club.
meaning of a blue.
Yes.
He hates
Yeah.
with his guts.
He hates him
every
too,
time
I know
he
that.
pop, he'd have a 10 out of 10 game.
But again, Thurston was the reason they had that 7-8 winning streak.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
Origin wins.
Look, you got to understand
Series
from
wins,
both
sorry.
ways. You got to understand from both ways. But what Andrew Johns achieved in the
I think
Origin level, bro, he was a tank when
No,
he.
I love Thurston.
Well,
We all love
Thurston
We love
too.
him. I think he's the
Thurston,
greatest player ever.
He's the GOAT of the NRL.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Andrew Johns,
State of
he was the
Origin,
best
yeah,
at his
yeah.
prime.
State
From
of Origin,
90,
he was
I think it was
crazy.
95.
He played for a while,
95
yeah.
all the way to 04. That's when after
Like
when
I said,
he retired.
we love
05
Thurston.
actually, yeah.
But I think
All
Origin.
day in any club even Australia, any club, he's always in that lineup. But I think
Yeah.
State of Origin, Andrew Johns was, like Sammy said, the definition of
Yeah.
State of Origin and
For
the
sure.
definition of
Yeah.
blues.
Look, I love
He
Jonathan
hates
Thurston and Andrew Johns.
Yeah, I
but
love-
my gut feeling, I'm going to say
He's the only
Andrew
player.
Johns.
He's on the level of Latrell and that show passion.
Yeah.
That they play
He
for the
hates
Blues
Queensland. Like
jersey.
He
was
does,
saying-
bro. He
said
does.
recently, his brother was saying about Queensland, and he got so pissed off him because
And
he
he
said
got cut
something
about
good
it, yeah.
Queensland. He got
I don't
cut,
blame
yeah.
him.
He hates him, right? And that's another reason why.
Yeah, and that's why him and Fitler, they're always on the show on Sunday. They're always.
Freddie and
Even
Dad.
Yeah, of course, bro.
I think it was last year when they won the Origin series. Bro, they were doing an interview. He was so down.
Yeah, he was so down
Because
and
now
pissed.
we have to hear this for the next year or
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
Until Origin starts again.
Because you know what, it means a lot to him.
Yeah, he loves
because he
Blues
wants
so
that
much.
trophy to come back to New South
So
Wales.
I'm going. I think Andrew Johns.
Andrew Johns,
Yeah,
for
Andrew
sure.
Johns too. Shane Webke or Paul Gallen?
Shane Webke, you meant.
Webke. Shane
He was a
Webke or
good player.
Paul Gallen?
Gallen's going to be out there.
Gallen,
think
but
Shane Webke was good back
he
in
was
the
good for
days.
Broncos too.
But Gallen, he's played.
Shane Webke, the one that played for Broncos.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did, yeah.
The one
He was a-
I've watched. He's a good player.
The one we talked about, Andrew was Andrew.
Andrew,
Yeah. He loved the Blues and he can't stand Queensland. Gallen's on that level.
Gallen hates Queensland.
Yeah,
Bro.
he
He
does.
can't. The fights he
They
had with
change
Jake
hands.
Myers.
The Queensland fans can't stand him.
Yeah, I know.
I think he deserves that position.
Paul
in
Gallen
the team.
put everything on the
On the
line.
line,
yeah,
He played, I think, 80 minutes, like every game.
nothing forgets that
when
fight.
he finishes the game.
How many times he gets injured all the time
Yeah,
and,
when
he doesn't want to get off the
game,
field?
he's tired. You can see all the blood, sweat, tears he's put into that game. He always
plays
gives
with
100%. He plays with passion.
And that's what we say. It's all about passion in Origin.
Yes,
what
absolutely.
I think it's
Always
only-
passion,
Now
yeah.
in this squad, I think Latrell's the only one that shows passion. You know what I mean? Passion, like he
Look,
just
all
wants
respect to
to.
Turbo, but you can see just very calm. Doesn't
Yeah.
show any aggression.
But that's
his
the
player.
type of
That's his
player he is.
But Addo too.
Atticus passionate, is it?
No, he's passionate. But I'm saying a lot of players in Origin,
Yeah.
they want to fight. They want to
Latrell is that
rip
type.
people's heads off. Addo is
That's why
passionate
Pangai
for his
suits
team.
it. We're talking about Pangai.
That's
He
what I'm
suited
saying.
it.
Suits it. Payne Haas is the type that would, if you annoy him, he would give you like a fight. But yeah,
I didn't watch that guy. What's his name? Anthony?
Shane
Shane Webke.
Yeah, I didn't watch him that much.
because
But what
I
I've heard from my dad, he's.
I remember Shane
rated
Webke.
very high.
I remember him playing back in the days with Broncos.
I have the
He was-
04
yeah.
a CD, the Bulldogs
you
one.
do?
He
Him and
played,
Gordon
he
Tallis.
Gordon Tallis.
Oh my
and,
gosh.
Carroll.
I remember those days, yeah. Gordon
destroyed
Tallis and
and
that, they were
I
guns
could
back in the
already
days.
see by watching it. If I was watching it at that time, I'd hate those
Yeah.
players because
Anthony, give
they're
me the
so
pen.
good. They're so good. And yeah, but I'm gonna see Paul Gallen.
Yeah, I'm going to stay with Paul Gallen, bro. He always brings that fire, aggression.
Shabadon, I'm
Yeah.
looking at it.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying about Paul Gallen. He brings the fire, the aggression. He puts his heart and soul into the New South Wales team, and he's always led them in the good way, you know.
Yeah.
And he, you know what? And he's achieved it, and he's won it. He's won the trophy as well with New South Wales. But he's such a powerful man.
Who, Gallen?
Gallen, yeah.
Yeah.
Shane Webke, don't get me wrong, he was good back in the days too.
In Origin too.
But he was like he used to get a bit of concussions back in the days. He used to get injured all the
Yeah.
time. He always gets cuts on his head.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, Gallen did, but not as much as Shane Webke.
I think Gallen.
But Gallen's just out there. I'm gonna say Gallen.
This is a straightforward one.
Quickly,
Cameron Smith.
wait, before you get on to the next one,
What?
Gallen, I was saying about Andrew
Yeah.
Johns, all these types of players, when you mention that player's name, you can think straight away state of origin.
You don't think you don't think Sharks.
Like if you think of Gallen, you say, "Oh, that moment with Nate Miles."
Yeah.
Is that Nate Miles?
Yeah, Nate Miles. Yeah.
So
fight,
what I'm
I
saying,
remember that punch up that he had in between him. That was the funniest thing. I'll never forget that night.
punches in the head.
I died of laughing.
It's like Nate Miles stood there.
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
But moving on.
He probably Jean.
I did.
He probably moving on to the next one. Cameron Smith or Baduras. I don't think we should spend time on this one.
But
I think Cameron Smith.
Baduras is a good player, man.
But Cameron Smith.
Cameron
Smith.
Smith.
I don't know what you mean.
Look, I love Danny Baduras, but Cameron Smith is out there. Cameron
he
Smith,
immortal?
he's immortal. I think
He's
he
an
will be.
immortal.
He will be.
100%, bro.
Is it confirmed or it hasn't?
I don't know
been?
if
Not yet, but I think it's going to happen
he'll
very
get
soon.
He's
He's
broken
achieved a
every
lot,
record.
bro.
I think,
Of course.
Achievement-wise, he's won everything. He's won probably the most out of
Andrew
everyone.
Johnson a model too.
Yeah, he is.
He's
But
now-
Cameron
he's-
Smith, he's always played the best, like at his prime, bro.
Yeah,
with the
he's
hooker
crazy,
position,
man.
He
He's so
knows
good.
where to go.
Yeah.
He knows how to pass. He knows
reads the
how
game
to. He knows how to read the combinations.
Read the game.
Oh, for sure. And he knows how to read the game
His
too.
kicking game is good. Like Cameron Smith, man. Like we didn't like him, man. As much
Yeah,
as
but
we
he's
didn't
a
like
good
Yeah,
him,
we all
man.
did. But
He-
now,
man,
as the way we talk,
he
yeah,
was a good player, man.
Of course he did.
Like
Yeah, so
respect,
we're
he
going
done
Cameron
so
Smith.
much. For,
Cameron Smith for sure.
He done so much for the Queenslanders.
Oh,
so
100%.
So yeah, he's probably the reason why they won a lot of those shields. So moving on to the next one, number 10, Matt Scott or Paul Harrigan.
I think Paul Harrigan. Paul Harrigan, he was the funniest.
Did you
player.
watch him?
Yeah, I watched him back in the late
Tell us
90s.
about him in Origin.
He always has the punch ups, man. He's ready for it. He's ready to go, man.
He
was good forward player.
I
Right?
just say
Yeah.
this guy, man, like he was crazy.
He had a bit of a clicker head, bro.
I
So
saw
if
one of the
so
fights
we're-
he had. Like he was ready to punch someone, man.
So we're building a squad that is meant for Origin, and he's that type of player.
Look,
he's ready for Origin.
Look, I'm just going to tell you this. When you talk about Paul Harrigan, you're talking about punching on in the Origin
man,
level.
I've seen
You
that.
need that type of
He's always
mentality.
angry.
He's always angry
Yeah.
because he hates Queensland too.
Yeah.
He wants to punch someone
also,
for
like
no reason.
every tackle, just he wants to hit
He
someone.
just wants
Yeah,
to.
I've seen it, but
This
he's
is why now in Origin
so
we
soft,
need to
man.
bring it back.
Yeah, man.
It's back a
I want to
bit.
see it now. I want to see it
Yeah,
tomorrow
just
night.
normal
What happened last year?
Yeah.
But what happened last year?
That's good. We
The
need
beef
that.
was back.
Yeah, of
So
course it
hopefully
is.
this year we can see
Yeah,
it,
man.
and I think it will be back.
But Paul Harrigan, he just hates the
seen-
guts out of
I've seen
Queensland.
videos of
I don't know why.
He's crazy. Like he's got like a problem. When he's
I think he has
Origin,
mental issues.
It's like he only sees like black. He's going for the kill.
That's true. It is
yeah,
true.
it is, yeah.
But I'm gonna go with him.
Yeah,
on Paul Harrigan.
I'm
He's
going
just the
Paul
funniest bloke. I love you, Paul Harrigan.
Passion. That's what.
Passion. That's what passion
Yeah, that's
is.
I love it.
Sam Thido or Boyd Cordner.
I'm gonna say Boyd Corner.
I'll say
I'm gonna go
Friday.
Friday?
Like a white corner.
Right, because he helped the team, bro.
Yeah, he did.
And he led them
During
in
our
a good
difficult
fashion
times,
way.
I said he helped the team, especially when we weren't winning. What's it called? Origin games.
Yeah.
So I know where you're
Nah,
coming
he's
from.
won the shield too.
Yeah, he's
No,
won
he
it
did.
a couple of times. So
But
I
he's
know where
always
you're
led.
coming
He's
from.
always led them.
But
Like
Sam Thido, he's been like.
I think everyone
he's helped
hated
the
Sam
team
Thido. I
guide
hated
like
Sam
18
He
Thido.
was selected for years. and
Yeah.
years
Yeah,
and
he
years.
did every year in the Origin
And I
level.
just think because of his appearances and he's contributed to the Queensland success and the 8 or 9 in a row Shield domination. So I think you need to put him there because he was a part of the whole journey. So yeah, for me, I'm going Sam Thido.
Yeah, I'm going Sam Thido.
Majority.
You go Cordner.
I'm just gonna go Boyd Corner.
Next one, Gordon Tallis or Cameron Murray. Look, Cameron Murray is a fantastic player.
Yeah, he is.
Another player that
He's
represents
still
Origin.
young. He's still young.
best-
He's gonna develop more, and he's getting better.
One of the best locks in the game.
Oh,
but
for sure.
I think Gordon Tallis is one of the greatest forwards ever in the game.
Bro, he
Even
was dangerous
Origin.
as
Oh
well,
my!
yeah.
I'll get scared to tackle him, man.
I won't even run next
when
to
he
him, bro.
dragged the
Yeah.
fullback-
I'll run away.
Who
when
would
he
you
dragged
rather?
the fullback out.
Yeah.
Who would you rather tackle? Gordon Tallis or Paul Harrigan?
That's a tough one, bro. That is a very tough one.
Who
I'm
would
not
you
gonna lie.
tackle?
I don't know. I
Because
can't.
you've watched them back in the days.
Yeah,
Obviously,
you-
I haven't. Who was more? Who's something you get scared to tackle? They're both dangerous players.
I'll
but
get
who
scared
would
of
you
Gordon
tackle?
Tallis.
More, yeah. me too.
I'll get scared of him, bro. He was dangerous back in the day. I think
He'd get
who
concussed
was it?
there, didn't he?
Was it not Brett Hodgson, his brother, the one that played for Parramatta back in the days?
How he dragged him out.
Yeah, I think
He
it was.
played for Tigers too.
Yeah, he did.
I can't remember. I don't know.
So what is that? It was one of the New South Wales got dragged by Tallis.
fullback, yeah.
But I'll never forget that night. I swear to God, I started crying because Gordon Tallis took him out.
Dragged him
I was
out.
like, "Fuck you!" I was losing my shit. I'm
Yeah,
like,
no.
"Fuck, man."
But yeah, Gordon
But
Tallis.
he's such a good
A lot
player,
of
man.
these players we mentioned, they're Origin players.
Yeah.
And this guy's probably one of the best Origin players out there.
I haven't heard him since after retiring.
He's always on NRL 360 and all that. He's always there still on.
Oh, is it? Yeah, then that's good, bro.
But
that's good.
man,
Gordon Tallis.
But Murray is such a good player.
He has speed too.
He makes like 60 tackles.
But he's good on fantasy
man.
as well.
He's fantasy-wise, he's good too.
He's crazy.
But Origin-wise, I think Tallis has done more.
Yeah, he is. So, he's accomplished more too.
Final one. Petra Senevasiva or Mark Geyer?
Mark Geyer, he was the one that had Wally Lewis.
That's the most iconic fight ever.
I think I'm going him.
Mark Geyer.
I think I'm going Mark Geyer.
No, I'm going Petra Senevasiva.
You reckon?
Majority wins, of
Majority
course,
wins.
Yeah. Petra Senevasiva, man, like
he had a good time. He had a good run at Origin. But Mark Geyer was dangerous against Wally Lewis when they had that big puncher.
Senevasiva was a hard worker, man.
Yeah, he always.
Tough worker,
he played consistent. He played at his.
He's one of those players. He's like a Jackson. Where he's just a hard worker.
Yeah.
Cameron Murray has skill, but Jackson and that are just tough, hard work.
Yeah.
They don't have skill, but their bodies and they can play 80 minutes and they can do all this stuff. That
I think Mark Geyer.
Mark Geyer, he was good.
Mark Geyer, fair enough.
Yeah, I remember him. He played the best.
How long did he play? Do you know how many years?
I'm not sure. He probably played a few games in the Origin level. Yeah.
That's the players done. Now we're going to move on to the coach. Mal Meninga, I feel good.
I'm going to go Gus. Gus, his completion achieved everything.
Let Anthony speak. Go. Why?
I'm just saying, Gus achieved everything, and he's took New South Wales into they've won the series heaps of times.
Mal Meninga won 8 in a row,
but bro, because
two great coaches.
Yeah, they're the best two coaches. I'm saying Gus. Gus has achieved it. He's led the team the whole way. He gives them that motivation. He gives them that speech. He always says to the boys, click in together, stay together, help each other out on the field. I was watching the
video on NRL 9 on YouTube.
Yeah.
It was all his famous speeches, and it was one in 2004. They won game 1, and the speech he gave him was like inspirational.
It is so, yeah.
It just G'd up. Like
even it G'd me. Now because Origin's tomorrow, it G'd me up. I said, bro, I can't wait for this game.
Yeah, and what about before Origin? He's always on the microphone when he talks about. I know he's over it now, but you know what? As a human, as a bloke, he's such a good man. He's
done so much for the game.
Yeah,
he's done so much for the game.
I love Gus, bro. Gus is just a down to earth person.
Who are you going?
I have to go Mal Meninga.
Bro, 8 in a row.
No one's done that.
Prime Queensland team, no one's done that, and I think
even Blue Squad before heading to the game, they said we're not going to win this.
Yeah, bro. Because the same thing was happening every year, bro. They're winning it. Their team.
Sure.
That's why it was so emotional when we won it. When we broke that winning streak. Yeah. See when Jared Hang was crying, Paul Gallen, everyone. That's why it meant so a lot to the team.
Mal Meninga, every time you come up, we're not going to win, and that Queensland team took advantage of the team they had, the players they had. They made sure that this is a team they're going to stick for 8-10 years. Make sure they win every.
Credit to him, he kept the same team. We still change.
He said, "Lord, we still change.
We're always changing."
And this is our prime now. Our team, we've won 2 or 3, I think, or something like that. Compare our team to Queensland. We're nowhere near.
Look,
Queensland.
is it a mix of both? Is it Mal Meninga or was it the players because they were just all good players?
I don't know. It's a mix of both. Because don't get me wrong, Mal Meninga was the best coach. And Gus too.
That's
because
true.
when you're talking about Andrew Johns, Brad Fittler, who else there was? Luke Rooney as well. Luke Rooney back in the days he played for Penrith. He was a gun player too. Who also was?
Think about it. Yeah. What I said about who brought the success to Queensland wasn't Mal Meninga or the players. To be honest, now I'm thinking, I think it was Mal Meninga.
Yeah,
because he started 2005, something like that, 2006.
No, 06.
And Slater and that weren't quite established yet. So you can say he was the reason why they're here. If it was Queensland, say 2012 to 2020, Mal Meninga got them, you say it's probably the players because they're all world-class players.
Absolutely.
But at that time, they were still building into world-class players.
Yeah, but when it came to 06, bro, when you're talking about Slater, Cronk, Cameron Smith,
Thurston,
Lockyer, who else? Jonathan Thurston, Sam Thaiday.
Oh my God.
All those guns, bro.
There's a lot of players we didn't mention that deserve a mention as you did.
Absolutely.
So now as we wrap the combined 11.
Lockyer would have had a chance here.
Yeah, combined 11, we've got Billy Slater, Brett Morris, Inglis, Meninga, Hayne, Lewis, Andrew Johns, Paul Gallen, Smith, Paul Harrigan, Sam Thaiday, Gordon Tallis, Mark Geyer.
That's a strong coach. That's a strong team.
That means Queensland ended up with 8 points, 8 players, and New South Wales with 6.
Yeah.
So anyways, that's a wrap, I reckon.
Yeah, that's a wrap.
Leave in the comments your combined 13 for this State of Origin match happening tomorrow. The great team, so leave in the comment, but I think that's a wrap. Like you said, Samuel.
Tomorrow the Origin, up the Blues, hopefully
they get a win, man.
Get the win and hopefully bring the Shield home this year. But that's a wrap. Episode 25 is done. Leave a like, comment,
Episode 5.
subscribe.
You said 5.
Episode
25,
25.
yeah.
25. Sorry. I'm not listening today.
Bulldogs game this week. Hopefully a vlog will. I think we're going to be going to that game. A vlog will be out.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't wait for that one.
So yeah, we're looking forward this week. A lot of footy, a lot of action.
Yeah.
So yeah, leave a
Bill,
like.
and also, Bill will be going to the.
Tomorrow at the Star
I think
Casino.
Star
Yeah.
Star
Casino,
Casino is
so-
going to get some content as well.
Hopefully we'll get
We're
some.
going to try and get. We're watching with the family, so we'll get some content.
Yeah.
Fan camps, with the cousins and all that.
live
But yeah,
reactions.
live reactions as well as watch along.
Yeah, so make sure like, comment, subscribe, and we'll speak. We'll see you soon.